Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this weekly update for April 14th, April 20th for the markets in general. And if you stay until the end, you will get something that is a real insight about Bitcoin. Now, I would like to ask you, what do you think that Rahu, Saturn, and a wave of volatile energy have in common? And I would say that they all line up to shape the price action for a wild week. It won't be business as usual. It is very powerful. So we go from reality checks to growth spurts that happen really unexpectedly, and I do think we are headed up for a very interesting week. Again, here we cover the weather forecast, but not the moody Bitcoin lady that is really moody, as we can see lately. Before I start, I would like to remind you that all the days are for the UTC time zone from midnight to the next midnight, and we do have also always the case that Monday will contain the astrological influences from the weekend, at least partially. So be sure to check my latest video for the other week to see what is in store for Saturday, Sunday, and I link this here. You can click on it and have a look at the end. Thank you. Monday, April 14th, we do have the exact Rahu-Saturn conjunction, which is a longer-term aspect, and it involves a reality check. We can say that it is a push-pull energy here, which is projected by the energies of these planets, Rahu meaning expansion, while Saturn is contraction on the price action. I do think a dump won't be avoidable, but things happen very fast this week, so take this into account. Tuesday, April 15th, there is no exact day-level aspect in the global astrology, which means that the price action will be shaped by the Bitcoin horoscope first and foremost. For a full breakdown of all influences for Bitcoin, you can check the BTC hour-by-hour product for the week. Wednesday, April 16th, once again, we don't have a global day level aspect, which is exact today. Thursday, April 17th, thanks to the Mercury-Neptune conjunction, the energy will be more upbeat today. And this signals buoyancy and optimism, expansion in the markets, and usually tends to produce rising prices in speculatory environments. Friday, April 18th, we don't have a exact active day-level aspect in the global astrology, so again, the BTC horoscope will rule the day. Saturday, April 19th, it is a weekend, but this day is fueled with the energy of the Mars trine Neptune, which would bring optimism in the markets and would make traders to go for their hopes and dreams, increasing the willingness to risk. It will be a visionary approach to trading these days, so expect good action. And again, this being weekend, it could manifest also on Friday, a part of this energy, and in the next week. Sunday, April 20th, the peak of energy for the week. It is an astrologically intense and very rich day with several aspects which are exact and their effects will for sure spill over in the next week as trading volumes start to rise, and it is important to take into account that it is a highly volatile day. This energy again will be valid on Monday as well. So we can say that the first one is a very longer term aspect, which is super volatile, and this is Uranus sextile Rahu. So it's about a positive influence, at least at first, and we can really look towards big fat candles with long wicks. Usually this is what happens. Then we do have another important influence, which is Venus conjunct Rahu, and this will bring sudden explosive growth to cryptocurrency in general, and it will be also a unstable, so to speak, unsustainable growth in general as we are used to lately. Venus sextile Uranus triggers volatility and positive influences for the prices in general, and we do have also the last influence of the day, which is Mercury sextile Pluto, and this brings good news from big money or favorable developments for crypto, so stay tuned for some big breakthrough here. Now before I close the week, I want to say that due to the fact that there is so much energy converging on this exact day, despite of the fact that it is a Sunday, it could be that we'll have trading volume and big moves, so put this on the agenda as a possibility. Now I would like to tell you also what I promised, so a highlight for Bitcoin, and this is, guess what, also on the 20th of April, and all these aspects that I mentioned are bullish, but we do have a Jupiter square Uranus, which is a stressful aspect per se at the Bitcoin horoscope level. Therefore, I would say that any peaks that can be quite sudden and very nice will most likely not be sustainable, and therefore I advise to take profits off the table if you can, and be happy and content with your trades. Thank you so much for your attention, for your time, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel. I highly appreciate it. And until next time, be joyful and enjoy the crypto spring. My dear Patreon and Telegram subscribers, welcome to this weekly update, April 14th, April 20th. What a week. It is very promising astrologically, but it's a roller coaster, and we had also enough turmoil and also growth in the same week. So I think emotions are quite high, and it is important to keep calm and to be still optimistic, because I think we have good things ahead of us. So let's start. I will start with Bitcoin, then go into ETH, XAU, and also a bit of the blue chip altcoins. And I want to thank you in advance for your input to my entry about commenting what custom altcoins would be interesting for you in the month of May. This is for all the gold and platinum tier members. So I'm grateful for your inputs, and I will try to check them. Again, I will come up with 5 which are detailed, and I would also look that they go up. At least this would be the precondition for altcoins to be included in a detailed manner. Okay, so let's start. We do have a volatile start of the week for Bitcoin, as you can see, because despite of the neutrality on the 14th, we have this Saturn Rahu reality check that I mentioned in the introduction. So we will experience some dumps. I think they will not be avoidable. Then on the 15th, you see it's positive at day level, and we have volatility in the Bitcoin horoscope. It's positive, and in the market, so globally it is negative. So pump dumps during the day are possible. And on the 16th, it's also the global astrology playing a role. And I think we don't have actually on the 16th something. So it's a neutral day, but it is pretty full in the BTC hour by hour. We have many aspects. But they are really very, very short-lived. Therefore, here I focus on the long-lived aspects for the day. And on the 17th, this is a influence that comes from Mars, and it's not the best. As you can see, this is in mid-red, and we do have also a Bitcoin volatility here, because it is this Bitcoin red fire during the day, so dumps during the day. And yes, there will be recovery, because on the 17th we do have good weather in the sky. 18th is also, it has negative influences from Bitcoin, and due to the fact that we do have good global astrology, I do think we will not have serious dumps, but yes, the energy is not really ideal. I think again it will spike very, very fast, so be vigilant about it. I think the end of the week will be the most interesting, possibly all things to be a bit shifted towards the next week. And I say that especially because on the 13th, when we have the full moon, so it's just the Sunday before the beginning of the week, we have also Venus turning direct, which is per se good sign, but Venus will not move in the next 1-2 days, so this means delays here. So it could be that we get here a shift also of the positive energies towards the mid of the week. So if this happens, don't be entirely surprised. But I don't expect longer periods of delay than 1 or 2 days with Venus. And we do have also the end of the week here. This is a mixed day for Saturday, and we do have positive influences in the global astrology, and the big day is on the 20th. Now, the problem with this big day is that all lines up, so we have these 4 bullish aspects basically that are in the sky as the global astrology, but for Bitcoin we do have also a big long-term Jupiter square Uranus in the horoscope, which is volatile and it is low intensity, so it won't be a disaster, but if you have profits, take them off the table at least partially and be glad you did it, I would say. As always, I will attach the financial calendar cheat sheet for you, so that you have a quick reference for all these symbols. Thank you. Ethereum, we do have a better chance to see more growth, and I filmed this today on the 10th of April, and I did see the 11% move, so 2-digit, which is pretty good, at least during the day so far. And I would say that we do have this aspect from Saturn, which is exact on the 16th, and this fuels basically the whole week. Also, the second part of the week is better, but it looks the astrology is better than for Bitcoin, and the whole volatility and the potential that we have in the global astrology is there. So let's see, I think it will move a bit faster also for the longer term, we do have finally on the 21st of May, so still a bit to wait, but we could feel it earlier, that this blockage on Ethereum can finish, I would say, because the nodes will transition into Aquarius Leo axis in the sidereal zodiac, and then this is a pesky influence on ETH that we had, and I think this will really allow it to grow as we have all the pending promising astrology that happened in the months before. From the blue chips, I would be attentive at ETH, XRP, and XLM. They are not very powerful influences, to be honest, but due to the global astrology, they can really take off because they have triggers in their own horoscope. Now, a bit of question mark, and this would be rather caution, is Solana, which has some negative influences that are long-term in the horoscope, and there are two of them for the week. So have a look. XRP, by the way, I think it will go up more in the next week in the first part. The gold and silver index XAU. Now we have again the risk assets, so stocks and crypto in high focus. Maybe these switches will continue to happen as I see. But we do have a growth aspect at the end of the week, which is exact on the 19th from Jupiter, and it's quite powerful. It's mid-intensity here. You can see also the second part of the week is more interesting here. We might get dumps in the beginning of the week. This is volatile, and this might be because people are switching tracks. They go into the risk assets, but after that I do see a recovery, and yes, there are some negative influences, so it's not like a brilliant month, but it is still looking good. Now, I would like to close this with some thoughts on the next influences because I'm sure you are curious about it. I do not see much stability, unfortunately. I think there can be growth now in the second part of April until the 20th, then a bit of, dumps and then again pumps. But on the 30th of April, I do see that we have a Pluto-Lilith aspect, which is negative, and in general, it won't really let things not happening. I mean, dumps here. So please be cautious in general. If you want to catch also May, I'm not ready with the details, and the details matter in these markets. But I want to share the fact that also the first part of the month is more challenging, and the second part looks better, at least from an astrological perspective. Just to give you a heads up, now mid-month they will be ready, and I will share them with you. Also, if we think even more long-term, we do have big shifts in the second part of May. And this is regarding the sidereal zodiac, but also the tropical zodiac. I will have more information on this in dedicated videos, but basically Saturn changes sign in tropical, and Rahu and Jupiter in sidereal. And Rahu and Jupiter, I think these are pretty good news, and also they favor Bitcoin, at least in most of the cases. A bit of question would be what Jupiter will do, but with Saturn in Aries, Saturn is debilitated in Aries from a tropical perspective, and this means that it has minimum power, so minimum power to dump. Which can be also good. So it is still in the sidereal, it will stay in Pisces, but we do have this change and shift in energy. Therefore, also the mood can be pretty changed in the next month, and I don't see everything doom and gloom, but a month where I would really take care with crypto is July. Just saying this for now. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, and for your loyalty and support, and see you in the next one.